one of the case studies I like to talk about, because everybody can relate to this one. Let's say you wanted to buy a tube of Crest toothpaste, which is available everywhere on the planet. Drugstores, grocery stores, gas stations. Everybody sells Crest toothpaste. But the three guys that sell more Crest toothpaste than anybody in the world are these three guys. So now, as you think about it, somebody wants to buy a tube of Crest toothpaste. Now, if you are a price-oriented customer, you think about price. How many people in this room are price-oriented? Would you say? Okay, pretty good number of you. If you're price-oriented, what store are you going to go to? They lowest price always, right? Everything, every truck, every bag says lowest price always. You're going to go to Walmart. Now, let's say, well, you like a little bit nicer store, you like a little bit nicer shopping experience, you might want to look at the home furnishings area. You might choose Target, because Target's a little bit more expensive, a few pennies, not much. But the store is nicer, the shopping experience is nicer, the other products are a little bit nicer. So you might say, well, for a few pennies more, I'll go to Target. Well, on that same corner, right, we got Walmart on one corner, we got Target on the other corner, and sitting right in between on the driveway into Walmart is this new Walgreens store. Walgreens is the most expensive in the country. How many of you would say you're a convenience-driven customer? The convenience is a factor. Okay, maybe third or so. Walgreens sells on convenience. People that want to drive in, park at the door, run in, pick up the one or two items I want, check out, get out of the store, will pay the premium to go to Walgreens. So now here's three stores virtually on the same corner all over America. By the way, all three of them doing exceptionally well, and the interesting piece of this is the most expensive guy, Walgreens, is outperforming the other two. So when you think about price and you think, well, people are price-driven, yeah, everybody wants a deal. A guy buys a Mercedes, he wants a deal on a Mercedes, but people have other considerations other than price. So when you think about these three companies, Walmart has built a sweet spot on price. That's the sweet spot. Top of mind, instantly you think of Walmart. Target has built a sweet spot on cool. And, when we talk about the idea of total concept, just think about Target, what their advertising looks like, what their stores look like. They make a big deal out of these designers they semi-invent. And so Walmart, they've built it on cool, but it's a complete total concept about sweet spot. And finally, Walgreens has built a sweet spot on convenience. If convenience is the driver, that's what you're going to think about. My wife and I walked through a Walgreens store, I don't know, yesterday or the day before, and they now have like a convenient food mart thing. They've got a pop machine and a fountain and all that stuff they've now added. And their whole business is about convenience. So these are three separate, unique sweet spots, and price becomes a non-issue. Price, well, Walgreens, obviously Walmart price is the driver. Target and Walgreens, it's not about price. I would like to encourage you to go out now and create your own sweet spot. Think about Rick Grossman, think about Mike Nelson, think about Walmart, Target, think about Chico's and the women's apparel business. These are companies that have created a sweet spot. They've taken the time to think about who do I want to serve and how do I want to serve them. And they make a ton of money. If you knew the answers to these questions from a nice wide group of customers that are potentially customers for your business, wouldn't that arm you with incredible information on what changes you need to make in your business to acquire more customers like your core customers? And that's how simple this is. So if you're a bigger company and you can afford a research company, you can do that and pay somebody to make phone calls. You can do something on the internet today, which is done very easily. Or finally, if you're a small organization, you may make the calls yourself. But the point is, when you're done, you know what you have to do to capture more of these must-have customers. Through this discussion this morning, I'm going to share with you a few case studies. This one was very interesting. One of our clients is an off-price retailer. The CEO is a young, high-energy, super bright guy, MBA from MIT, powerhouse kind, you know the type, runs marathons and does all that good stuff. So anyway, he believed that he knew his core customer. And he said, well, we're in the off-price business, and we get closeouts from Liz Claiborne and Jones of New York and Tommy Hilfiger and all those kinds of people. Therefore, the people I'm attracting are department store customers. Those are the people that come to shop my store because they can get from my stores the same brands they get from the department stores. And we said, well, it might be important for you to confirm that. It's nice that you believe that, but let's confirm it. So his organization was a pretty good-sized company. We went out, did some research, and we discovered that if people, some of the questions we asked is if you didn't buy a pair of women's pants, just for example, from this company, where did you go next? If they didn't have what you wanted, what was the next store you went to? We thought that was a pretty good way to understand where his customers were going. The answer was Target and Walmart. So even though he had the brands that people were used to buying at a department store, he did not have the selection of those brands that they're used to buying. So therefore, the real department store customer really didn't go there because they couldn't get choice in Liz Claiborne or Tommy Hilfiger. There was a rack or two, but there wasn't a whole department. And who he was really attracting were people that were paying those same prices, $12.99 or $14.99 for a pair of pants, but they would pay those prices at Target or Walmart. He was then an alternative to those stores. Based upon that research, he significantly changed his business model in thinking about the kind of merchandise they bought and had very positive results by doing that. But he didn't really know his customers' rules, and with a fine education and all of that, didn't make any difference. You still got to ask the customers.